I've spent over $29,000 on SMMA courses, learning how to sign clients, learning how to book meetings, learning how to scale the agency. And what I'm going to be doing in this video is sharing everything that I've learned in this 2-year period and almost $30,000 on exactly how you sign clients. So if it's the case that you've been through other SMMA courses, it may be very outdated. The creators might not even be using the things that they're teaching, or you've just been trying outreach yourself, whether that's on Instantly, on Lemlist, sending cold emails, or it's on social media like LinkedIn, like Instagram, trying to book meetings from there, trying to sign clients from there, and you're just not seeing results, right? You may have even read $100 Million Offers by Alex Hormozi, you might have seen other marketing books, or you might even just see these 16-year-olds on YouTube saying they're making $30,000 a month, and then you try the methods and it still doesn't work, right? So there's all these different people telling you exactly what to do, why you should buy their course, why you should join their group, all these things, and in most cases, in 99% of cases, it just doesn't work. So what I want to do in this video is share everything that we've found from working with over 50 marketing agencies directly. So this is running the campaigns day after day. Our team would handle all of this for our clients and exactly what we've learned, because we've sent over 1 million outreach messages, right? We've seen everything already. And what I want to share is exactly what's going to work in 2024, because all the people who are online teaching these things, they don't even do what they're talking about anymore. Right? Most of these content creators that you see, the big names in the space, they'll talk about outreach, but then they sign all of their clients from content. So in this video, I just want to make sure that you're getting everything that's actually being used today in 2024 so that you can apply it instantly and see returns. And if you don't know who I am, my name's Ethan Welby. I'm the co-founder of Agency Growth Partner. And what we do is we partner with marketing agencies to help them add an extra 50 to 100K per month by building out these sorts of acquisition systems. Now, the first point that I want to cover in this video is to look at what people do, not what they say. And I want to tell you a quick story that I've learned in joining all of these programs and spending almost $30,000 on education. And the first component is that what I would do is when I first started out in the agency space, I bought a $2,000 course, and basically it explained how to start your first agency, right? How to go from 0 to 10K a month, and it will give you everything that you needed to get there. But the problem was the person who made the course, they were signing all of their clients from YouTube. They were signing all of their clients from content. But as soon as I got into the course, there was some mindset stuff, of course, that's fantastic. But then beyond that, the most important part, actually getting the clients. Because if you don't have clients, you can't actually deliver results. If you don't have clients, you can't manage your team. If you don't have clients, you can't do anything else. You don't have cash flow. So the most important part of the program was completely outdated, right? Everything in there was just a copy and paste script from 2016, right? And the problem with that is every single person that goes through the course, they use the exact same thing. Even though the creator says, you know, you need to change it up a bit, you need to adjust it, you need to make it your own, all people would do is they would just go in, take the exact script and change like one word. And they would just change it to like a different word that just means the same thing. So essentially, every single person in this course is just sending the exact same message, right? The exact same cold email script. And because of that, it becomes extremely, extremely saturated, right? I would literally send a message to people and I would get a response saying, I've seen this message before. Right? I've seen this message from many other people. Are you guys following the same thing? Are you learning from the same person? Now, obviously, this was a problem. So what I would do is I would get on the coaching calls. And then the problem was that the creator who made the program, he would get on the coaching calls and he wouldn't actually know how to solve the problem because he doesn't sign his clients from outreach. He used to when he first started out, but 5 years later, he doesn't do any of that. He gets it from YouTube. So what he would say was, you know, you got to test different things. You got to test different words. But everyone did that. And it didn't actually solve the root problem, which is that the things that we were offering were all the same and it didn't even resonate with the market. So most people, they get in the situation, most agency owners, and they just keep doing that, right? They just keep testing the exact same message, running it for years and years and get no results. But what I saw was I analyzed the whole market and I realized all the biggest names in the space, they were doing something different to what they were teaching. So all the biggest names, they weren't sending outreach. They got all their clients from their brand. And because of that, every call was easy. Every call was inbound. So because of that, it was an easy sell. So I started seeing this trend, and instead of just doing what everyone else was doing, the 99% of agency owners, I just decided, look, I'm going to start creating content. And this goes into the second step, which is creating a content-based sales system. So this was a term that I came up with when I started seeing the trends in the market. So what I realized was all the people in 2024, they were using content to make the sales. They were using content to warm up their audience and using content to actually build trust at scale and then make the sale. So what I realized was the biggest names in the space, they all had the most attention. Right? And this is the premise of the content-based sales system. So to give an example of how the content-based sales system works is that, let's say in a market, there are many, many people offering the exact same thing. So let's say in the fitness space, everyone's trying to help people lose weight. So if everyone's essentially selling the same thing, why are you going to choose one trainer over the other? And let's also assume that the price is exactly the same across every single person. So the price is the same, the outcome is the same. How are you going to determine who you're going to pick, right? And this is the premise of the content-based sales system, because it implies that you're going to pick the one who's built the most trust with you. You're going to pick the one who's handled all the objections that you might have. You're going to pick the one that's answered all the questions. You're going to pick the one that has the life or has the results that you want to have. So we can deduce that you're going to pick the person who you trust. So in the business space, if you're looking to start a business, you're looking to start an agency, you're going to pick the person who's built the trust with you to actually make that sale. Now, in the past, all you could do was you could make trust in person. You'd have to go out with them, you'd have to talk to them, you'd have to, go for lunch. But now you don't have to do any of that. And this is why I started the premise of the content-based sales system, because every single thing that you would need to do with a prospect to have them go from not knowing about you at all to being a paying customer can be transferred through content. So what you can do is you can make a video explaining who you are, you speak about what you do, you handle all the potential questions that they might have, you even handle the objections that they have, all in content. And someone can consume this without you being there and then sign up as a client. So this is what I saw with all the big names in the space. They didn't necessarily send outreach because it handled such a small part of the entire sales process, right? That would just get the attention. But then they had to do all these other things. So with the content-based system, they would produce these videos on YouTube, right? They'd be like 10 to 15 minutes long. They would handle common questions. They would say, this is the best way to make 10K a month in 2023, 2022. You see these videos. And basically what it does is it explains who they are. It explains why their solution is the best, and it handles all potential concerns. And then it'll direct you to a landing page, to a website where you sign up, put in your card details, and then you join their program. That's how they do it. So I noticed all the big names in the space, they had the most attention, and then they used the content-based sales system to move prospects through the conversion system at scale without them having to have conversations. So after spending $29,000, there are a lot of things that I could talk about. But what I want to do is just really summarize it into the key components that if you can implement today, you will see returns. So there's two things that you need to apply to actually implement everything that I'm talking about in this video. So the first is the attention generation system. The second is the attention conversion system. Now, very simply put, the attention generation system is purely to get new attention, to get new people from the market into your audience so that you can move them into the second part, which is the attention conversion system. Right? And I'll give you some examples of what this looks like. And the function of the conversion system is to take them from just knowing who you are to actually building the trust, showing why you're the best, showing why they should work with you, and then eventually signing as a client. So let me just walk you through a practical example of what this would actually look like. So let's say I'm on Instagram, I'm just scrolling reels, and then what I see is someone with a great reel. I see all these cool pictures in nice places at nice restaurants, and I'm thinking, who actually is this guy? And then I check his profile, and then I see, okay, he helps beginners go from 0 to 10K a month. He helps them to get started with their business, and he has a YouTube channel. So what I do is I see he has cool stuff, I see he has a cool life, and then I go to his YouTube. And then I see his YouTube videos. He has over 50,000 subscribers. He has all these videos laid out explaining what he does, who he helps, all these things. And I start binge watching all these videos. And then I just carry on with other things. But then the next day, I see it again. I'm recommended more of his videos. And then over time, I just keep watching the videos. A week goes by, 2 weeks go by, and then eventually I think, you know what? I'm trying to implement all this stuff for free, right? I'm trying it, I'm doing the outreach, I'm doing it myself, but it's just so complicated. People are saying no thanks, people are telling me to stop messaging them. And what I do is I see, oh, he actually teaches how to do this. So I click the link in the description of his YouTube video, I go into it, have a sales call, I eventually buy, and I become a customer. And that is essentially how the entire funnel works as a whole. So I'll just break it down so you know how you can actually apply it. So the first component is the attention generation. Now, how does he do this? He uses short form content. This can be text posts, this could be on LinkedIn, short blogs, it could be Instagram Reels, TikToks, whatever it might be, short form to get attention from a new audience. So this is the biggest part of the market, the new audience. And he gets this attention into the conversion system. So he's generated the attention, now he needs to convert the attention. And how does he do that? Through the long form YouTube videos. So they come in from Instagram, I move to YouTube, I'm watching all the content, I'm building trust, he's nurturing in the process. And now I trust that he can actually do what he says. Because I got value, I got inspiration too, that's another part of it. And over time, I just keep watching it, he keeps popping up, he becomes familiar, and then I eventually click the link to actually sign up. I get on a sales call, and then I buy. That was the conversion. And simply put, that is the process. And honestly, that is the process of every single big name that you see on social media right now. Right? Honestly, if you go to anyone that you think of, Hormozy, Eman, anyone, Tate, they're all doing the same thing. They're using a way to generate attention from a new audience, converting them with long form content, and then eventually having a way to make the sale, either that's automatically or they get on a sales call and they actually convert you themselves. So if you can implement that, I can guarantee that you will get results. And this is exactly what I'm doing on my side and what we're helping our clients to do as well. And if you'd like some more info on the path that we took to go from 0 to 50,000 per month in around 90 days, I'll check out this video over here.